started the Global Weight Loss Program June 28th, 2014. I had always been a very tiny girl, very tiny, 125 pounds, soaking wet. High school measurements were 36, 24, 36. I was so proud of my body and who I was, and I took very good care of myself and enjoyed how I looked. Even at my wedding, I was 145 pounds. I was tiny. I looked good. I had my princess moment with my husband. When I got pregnant with my son Asher, I gained 65 pounds. Still only put me at the 200-pound mark, lost all, half the baby weight, whatever. When I got pregnant with my second son, I gained 73, and I didn't lose much of it. I had a lot of chronic pain issues after he was born and a lot of chronic fatigue issues, and I was very heavy. I was too tired to cook or clean, and I'm ashamed to say that my 2-year-old took care of me, and he shouldn't have had to. We developed a lot of unhealthy habits, a lot of unhealthy eating habits, a lot of lazing around the house. And then last summer I was photographing a friend's wedding, and I always give disposable cameras to the guests to take pictures just to help document that day, candid photos, photo bombs, the fun stuff. And this was a photo that was captured of me. And I looked at that photo and I cried. Because that day I thought I looked good, I felt good. And then I saw that photo. So I decided that I was going to start trying whatever I could to lose as much weight as possible, to make myself feel better, be better for my husband and my family. We went to the Y. We started eating differently, paleo diet, gluten-free, dairy-free, tried anything. I even bought a treadmill and a stationary bike, and no matter what I did, nothing changed. In fact, I was getting heavier. I didn't lose a pound. And then earlier this year, I started having heart problems, and it came up that a lot of the issues that I had could be mirrored by obesity. The obesity was the root of the problem, and my doctor looked at me and told me that if I didn't lose 60 pounds, I could die. That's not acceptable. I have a husband and 2 beautiful, beautiful little boys. And so I sat down with my husband because I had heard about the Global Weight Loss Program through Advanced Health, the clinic that I go to here, and decided that we would start. I would start. I didn't have an option. The working out wasn't working. The eating differently wasn't working. And so I started my journey. When I was weighed, the day before I started, I weighed in at 231. And that day, my husband and I ended up having to drive out of town, and I remember sitting in the car with him and being terrified. Oh my goodness, you get so used to the way you look and hiding it and dressing in a way that you think people don't notice how big you are. And it almost becomes a part of you, the way you see yourself. And changing myself was very scary. It was very terrifying. And I didn't know if I could do it. I've always kind of sabotaged myself and set myself up for failure. So it was one of those things that, did we want to put all the time and money into this foolproof plan when I could potentially be the fool that it doesn't work with because of the choices I make or whatever? And my husband looked at me and told me that if I still felt that I wasn't worth it, then everything that he had been working on the last 6 years was an absolute failure, and that as long as I stuck with it and I followed it by the book like you're supposed to, and didn't self-sabotage myself, that everything would be fine. So I did it. I went in, I got weighed, I did the fat loading stage, and when I started the actual weight loss phase of the program, I weighed in at 238 pounds. Days following, pictures, everything happened so fast. I dropped weight like it was melting off me. I had more energy. You could visually see the difference in my face and in my body. I was succeeding where I had always failed before. And let me tell you, it's not just a physical change. Like, yeah, it's great. You lose weight, you reset your metabolism, you melt. Basically, you melt. But a lot of my journey in losing myself was losing that I can't do it. The I will fail, the I don't feel pretty, the I am fat, the I'm unsure, the I'm scared. It was losing all of that. And it hit me that I can do this. This is something that I can do for myself and my family. I ended at 212 pounds, which was phenomenal. 40 days. I mean, that much weight loss is just, was something that I never imagined. I lost a total of 22 inches. I had lost 10 inches in my waist, which was phenomenal. I had lost 5 inches in my thighs, 8 inches in my hips, and even an inch around my arms. It was absolutely flabbergasting to me to know that I did that. It was me. It was my cooking for myself and providing for myself and my family that did it. And this is me now. I still have a long way to go, but I am 30 pounds down. I'm 30 pounds down. I have 40 pounds left of my goal weight to be where I wanted to be. And let me tell you, having my life back, being able to play with my children, that's absolutely priceless. So to those of you who are watching this and had followed me on my journey and had been there with me the day that I gained 4 pounds and have been there with me to see me change and transform, thank you very, very much. You can do this. And if you need me, I'm right there with you. Thanks.